Hello! So in today's video we are going to update your student's password, and for those with an iPad we are also going to save that onto the iPad. So let's get started. Okay, two parts for this. First part is updating the student password. Second part is saving it on the iPad. So part one, updating. Now, easiest way, iPad users, look for that icon that says SSO with the key, tap on it, and that will take you to the My Login page. If they cannot find it after they've looked and looked, then launch Safari and have them type in mylogin.lausd.net. Once you're on the correct page, you will see this screen. First and fifth graders, they are to tap on elementary, and the sixth graders tap on middle school. Now they should have their cards, their SSO cards, passed out to them with all of this data. Good idea to go over the card with them, make sure that they understand exactly what this data is. Especially important the younger the student is. You really got to go over this. Also talk to them about checking their work and being so careful to tap every last character incorrectly. It would be a good idea to talk to them about common typos such as the number 1 versus the lowercase l, or the number 0 and the uppercase O. You want to talk to them about that so they don't actually type the wrong character. Also point out that in all the passwords, the first character will always be a letter, no matter what they think it looks like. It's a letter. Same thing with the last 7 characters. Those are always going to be digits. Even if they look like letters, they're digits. So that will hopefully help them from typos. So anyway, have them put all that information in, then go have them tap on next. If they didn't make any mistakes, it will take them to the password page. Otherwise, they need to go back and check their work because there's probably something wrong. Okay, once they get it in correctly, they should all be at the password page. Emphasize how very, very careful they need to be. They cannot make any mistake in typing in this password because it will foul us up. So emphasize that. And then they submit it, and hopefully it will accept it. If they made it through, it will give them a success check mark. If not, it's going to give you some sort of error. The error could be that they typed it differently in the second box than they did the first. So that's just a typo. Do it again. But after they've gone through this, they need to get to the success check mark. If not, try it for them. If it still doesn't go through, then document it. I'll have to sort that out. That done, they've got their password updated through the SSO online system. Now, we're going to save that password and username onto the iPad so that they never have to type it in again. First thing is we need to make sure that the autofill for passwords is turned on. Have them look for the system settings icon, tap on it, and slide down on the left column to the passwords and accounts setting, tap on it. They, on the right column, should see the autofill passwords line. They need to flip it and make sure that it's green, turned on. If it asks for a passcode and does not take them to this page, then it does mean that there already is a username and passcode in there, and also that autofill is probably already turned on. So put in the standard passcode for the iPad, and then have them back on out of the password listing, and they should come back to this screen. And again, with them, it should already be turned on and it should be green. Everybody then should tap on the home button, pop on out of there to the home page, and we're going to now save the username and password. Okay, there is a possibility with many of them that there's already something saved there, in which case we're going to have to update it. Now we're going to use Schoology for that, so have them all look for the Schoology icon that you see on this page. Tap on Schoology, All right. After it loads, tap on Students, not QR code, but Students. And then it's going to take them to the a login page. I want to point out here that they're going to update if a username and password already exists, and they're going to save, though, if no username and password exists. So watch, you'll see how we do that. If a username and password exists, you're going to see something like this. A blue box or a gray box with a key and an email address. Have them check and make sure that the email address that appears is the same as what's on their card. If it's the same, all right, yay, it's in there already. They just need to tap on it, okay? If it's not the same, then they should actually tap on the key and check the listing to see if their email address is saved. If you can't find it on any listing within the other passwords that are saved, then that means you're going to have to type it in as though it doesn't exist, which in this case it doesn't. So anyhow, have them type it in manually then. And after they've typed it in, or if they found it and they just tap their finger on it, it auto-fills for them. Either way, your whole class should then tap on Next, and it'll take them to the password page. Now, if it does not take them to the password page, if it says it can't find that email address, then they need to redo it. Type it again. Be careful. If it still doesn't go through, you try it, and if it still doesn't go through, document it. But anyway, once it goes through, they'll be on the password page, and they need to type the new password from the card, from the SSO card that you received. Once they've typed it in, they go tap the next button, and they should be presented with this if they're going to update an existing password. Yes, update it. Update when asked. Okay? After they do that, they should then, everyone, proceed to the next screen, which should be logging them into Schoology. And if you see that they log into Schoology, yay, that's it. They made it. If Schoology doesn't log in, there's a password problem. And they might have made a mistake, so have them go do this whole process again. For those that don't have an existing username and password, their case is going to be that when they type it in and go next, they're going to be presented with this. Okay, they need to tap on Save Password, extremely important, so that it saves their password. Then they can go, as well as everybody, to the next screen, and again, it should log them into Schoology. If not, that's an error. Just repeat the whole process again, and hopefully it'll let them in, or you do it, hopefully it'll go through. If it doesn't like the password for whatever reason, again, document it. Maybe the system is just slow and it hasn't updated yet. Maybe it'll go through later in the day. I don't know. Check it out later on. But if it's just after a period of time, if it just is not taking, then email that info to me. So this is what you have completed today. You have updated the student password online. You have ensured that all iPad users have the autofill password turned on, and you have either updated or saved that new student password, and you've done that on the iPad. So please send me an email that indicates that you have completed this, and list any problems in the email, and don't forget, no Chromebook users are going to be able to save. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.